Yes, there you go, baby.
Yes! I can't possibly like mess this up, right?
No,
Okay,
there's
good.
no way you could.
Woo!
Unless the time ran out. That would...
Woohoo! I just wanted to make sure I couldn't like over jump the flag for some stupid fucking reason. Holy titties! That's right. We here at Basement Gamer were the first ones to defeat that level. No big deal.
Good job, man. Good job. Oh, all right. On to the third. Are you ready for the third one?
I need a glass of water, but go
Okay.
ahead, pull it up a while.
All right.
Start maybe talking it through.
Yeah. So this third one, I think this is my favorite one. I said earlier that the last one was going to be my favorite, but this one I just think it's not as challenging as the last one. Like the final level we're going to do, it's probably about on par with the difficulty of the previous level we just played. But this one, I think you'll just have more fun with. I really do. I think it's going to be a little less frustrating for you.
It's fucking called Desert Storm.
that was the only name I've ever been like, okay, that's kind of fitting, I guess. But whenever you are ready, Desert Storm is ready.
I just need a little snack too while I'm at it.
Yeah, man. Now, people have beaten this online.
One person.
One person has beaten this online. I wish more people played it, but my levels just aren't good enough, I guess. This is in the style of Super Mario Bros. 3. And it gets you right into it right away.
Okay.
Now, I'll explain later as you encounter the sun. But the sun is my favorite enemy from this game. Like Mario Bros. 3, I mean. Because I think it's the most unique enemy and always makes it just slightly more on edge. Yeah, screw that. This is another level. Unlike the last one, it has a checkpoint.
It does?
It does. However, just like the first one, it's a bit of a... risk and reward sort of situation.
Now, is that halfway through?
About, probably. Maybe just slightly before. Maybe 45% of the way through. But it is pretty much halfway there. And this is also the first level that you're playing that has a second face. If you remember what I was talking about with that. There is a warp pipe in this one.
Okay. So there's 2 checkpoints?
You can put 2 checkpoints in. I don't have a second checkpoint in
Got
it. As you can see, the red ones hone in on you, the black ones do not. The red cannonballs just simply move faster than black cannonballs do. That's the only difference between the two. And again, just kind of throwing that Mario Maker kind of aesthetic in your face. Dry bones, which are what those enemies are, never hold anything in normal Mario games, but in Mario Maker you can have them hold cannons. They can also, I'm sure, hold other stuff, but... Oh! There was a fire flower.
I know, I saw
Oh,
it.
okay, alright. I didn't know if you saw it.
I did, yeah. So then the end is just a mad dash.
The end is a mad dash.
Yeah.
And then it's a tight squeeze to get into the actual final.
Tell me this isn't the hardest.
This is not the hardest level.
But
No.
tell me this isn't also the easiest. It's
Uh,
the easiest. Alright.
I don't know. I don't think it's the easiest. This is the one I was probably most excited to watch you play through because I think there's just so many different ways to get around the enemies and
To
stuff.
die? Oh.
Yeah, and die.
Because that's what I'm figuring. I'm figuring out how to die the best. Nobody dies better than me. That was... Yes!
Well done. Good job. there we go. There we go.
Yeah! Three
Awesome,
down.
dude.
That one took me no time whatsoever. That one took me like 6 minutes.
Now, do you want to keep playing, or
I was better.
did you want to see like some secrets with that level, or do you want to just keep going through yourself, or what are you feeling?
What is a secret about that level that's going to make me want to kill you?
Well, there's
Go ahead.
okay,
Show it.
I'll show you. So there's the warp pipe I was telling you about.
Oh, right,
That is in this level, and it was just kind of if you find a situation, it just simply helps with the ending and making the ending a little easier for you.
Does it give you a star?
It does not give you a star. Can't be that nice.
I like my tactic of not.
So if you get through here, there's a little this guy, and you know what this guy does?
Tanuki, right?
Tanuki. Or if you wanted the fire flower, you could grab that. And there's a 10 coin right there.
What's that other pipe?
That pipe was actually... Shoot. I think it was back at the other one. So what I'm saying is this is the second pipe. There was a pipe earlier in the level, and that takes you down the top. I did that incorrectly.
So now you lost your Tanuki.
I lost the Tanuki. Basically what I was getting at with that is the Tanuki,
From there?
you could jump over this huge barrage, but you can also have fun with these guys.
Yeah, that kind of made sense too. And then that tells you
You
where
can
to
do
go.
that.
Nice.
So that's just like a little hidden thing you can do. If that is the chosen path, I was trying, like I was saying with the different ways of beating the level. If you choose to go up the barrage of bullets, there's air up there, so it kind of informs you through it. But you can also use the Tanuki suit, like I failed to do, and just fly over everything, which is just a little hidden way really of doing it, which is fun. So
Very cool.
we'll do this one now.
Into the wilderness, or
Yep.
look both ways before
We're going to
jumping?
do Into the Wilderness fourth, and then Look Both Ways Before Jumping is last.
Is Into the Wilderness the easiest one?
No, but it's not the hardest one. It's
Is Look Both Ways Before Jumping the hardest? Or
absolutely,
easiest?
without a doubt, the hardest one.
Great.
Someone beat this online. So, there's that.
It was Hobbs.
This one also has some cool elements if you look around. Well, if you don't die, if you don't get hit at all, it offers a reward, and I'll explain afterwards. This one has more of the parachuting guys in, as you can see, and this is my favorite theme, Super Mario World. This is my favorite Mario game, so I really like using this theme a lot. And the fish offer, as you can see, a different kind of challenge in this level that we don't see in the other ones. Is the only level with water of all the levels, and those little plum looking guys are the Goombas of this game. They look different in this game compared to like all the other games, but
And you can jump on them and then kick them.
yep, you can actually hold them too.
Yep.
Like shells, yeah. And those little guys down there are wigglers.
It's that parachuting Goomba that's going to be the death of me.
You can hold those guys for protection too, which is nice. This is also the only level with Yoshi that I made.
Is there a checkpoint in this level?
There is indeed. You were almost at it. Sort of. Kind of. Maybe like halfway there. Halfway to the flag, so quarter of the way through the level, I guess.
Gotcha.
This also has two faces, which you will be forced to go into. Well, maybe not necessarily, but suggested to go in. It's actually part of the level as compared to just an option. Which is like a secret in the last one. You were very close to the checkpoint flag. The fun fact, the high peak there that you got onto with the trampoline was where the original location of the checkpoint flag was, and then I changed it.
Gotcha. Very interesting.
I really just felt that all the levels, they were just kind of monotonous as far as either no checkpoint or checkpoint, and then you ran to the end. There wasn't any change of scenery. So I wanted to make a level that had some different components in it, kind of kept you more on your toes, a little bit more of a guessing game, what was coming next. And I kind of wanted to foreshadow with this water down below in the entire level that you would eventually have to swim in the water and venture through it yourself a little bit more intensely than just accidentally falling into it.
Well, you know me.
So, well,
I hate
nice. Snipe.
I hate
Swimming levels.
Yeah.
And I hate swimming levels too, which is kind of with the snake blocks. I was like, well, I hate it, so let's try and make a level with it. That was kind of the twisted mentality.
Well, this is the bane of my existence, so let's go ahead and make one. And these fish are just such fucking... They just want it. It's so
and
bad.
what's really interesting in this game is, I think I was actually telling you about this before, is they have so many assets in this game, so many different enemies you can put in the game, but I actually want them to add more, because there's more in the core Mario games that aren't yet available in Mario Maker 2. And one of them that I want them to add is the big fish. They have these smaller fishes that you can see periodically throughout the level, but there's a big fish that when...
The, dragon type fish?
Not...
That, curves in on itself? It's, heat-seeking?
Not... Well,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. It, follows you.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the one. And when it gets too close, it eats you. I would like that to also be in the level. And that, just in the Maker. And that was kind of exclusive to Mario Brothers 3. And then I believe they added it back in New Super Mario Brothers. So, excuse me. So, there's enemies like that aren't quite in the game yet that I'd like to see them add, just to kind of add more elements and spice it up a little bit. Good. Yeah, that was basically it. This last little stretch there is it until the checkpoint flag, and then Area 2 will present itself.
Oh my god!
So the fish do have a pattern to it. They have a 1-2 and then high kick.
Yeah, I know.
I assumed you did, but
being stupid.
So this is, if you want to draw comparisons, I guess similar to the very first level, where there is a bit more of a barrage of enemies, but it's not the main focus like the first one kind of was. This one's a little bit more at your pace. The previous one was there's a snake block, or you just do a leap of faith and try and jump on enemies and traverse that way. This one is, you can go whatever pace you want to, minus the time limit.
I'm guessing I technically don't need Yoshi.
You don't need Yoshi, no.
Okay.
Yoshi only
just an
helps with
extra
taking
hit,
a hit
essentially.
and potentially, just interesting.
Shut up.
There, okay.
I hate you. When you see, Spencer, the intricacies of Yoshi. The Yoshi arises.
And this was, like I said, this is a level where I really wanted to do more than just have Koopas in the level. There are a lot of Koopas, but I wanted there to be a little bit more different things, and more than just Goombas. Oh, man. So that's where I got... There's different enemies I was talking about, so I put in a couple...
Oh, come on!
Piranha plants and... So I have to ask, you've played 2.5 approximately of these levels, or sorry, three and a half levels.
Yeah.
Which one is your favorite and least favorite?
My favorite is the one that I did really fast. My least favorite is the one that took me forever. No, I really did hate the. So far, I hated the
blocks, the on and off block.
No.
Oh.
No, actually, that one might be my favorite, just because of how well done I thought it was.
Oh, thank you.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Can't really say about this one yet, because I feel like only having seen half of it, who knows yet? I mean, I could really fucking hate this second half. But so far, this is this is an alright,
Take your time.
Yeah. I would say the snake block is my least favorite one
Yeah.
so far.
Interesting. Okay.
But that is strictly from a.
Oh no, you're not gonna offend me. I'm really curious on just what
That's strictly from a standpoint where like.
get all the way against the block. Oh, yep. And you're good. You're safe. Or I meant the pipe. Sorry. And then I also added chain chomps.
There's so much going on there. I just couldn't pay attention. That's strictly coming from a mindset of like I sucked at it and I hate it. Other than that, it was a good level. All of them have been, in my opinion, well put together.
Thank you. Nice jump. A little finesse there.
I'm all about it, you know. You know how I do.
Oh, I know. Nice. More finesse. I love it. I think Mario Brothers 3 and Mario World, which are the two themes that he just played in recently, and then this level right here, I think have the coolest selection of enemies of all the Mario games. That's always my mentality.
Fucking shit me. Fuck.
Oh no.
Unreal.
Yeah, that was just unfortunate.
Uncanny.
On all fronts, really.
Remember when I beat that other one in like 7 minutes?
Yeah.
Just reminiscing. Sorry.
When I was making the levels, I thought the last level, or sorry, the Switching Underground one, the Mario Brothers 1 theme where it was a bunch of on and off blocks, the red and blue ones, I didn't think that one was going to take you as long, and I thought the Desert Storm was going to take you longer, which is just interesting. It's just funny. It was just cool, because I was trying to think about how you might play it, and, you know.
These don't come out if you're on top of it, do they?
They will not come out if you're up against it or on top of it. Well done. Well done. You could draw, like I said, comparisons from the first level to this one where there are a lot of enemies, but this one, because it's underground and there's no snake blocks, you can take it more at your own pace, like I was saying. So there's similarities, but also different. That's alright, that's fine. Get the bloopers out of the way. Good work. Good navigating. That's okay. If you just keep that in the frame, it'll stay there in case you get hit like that. It's just the way to do it. Keep going. You are pretty much at the end of the level. I think in general these levels are a little less frustrating than the on-off level for you, I think.
I'm glad you think that. No, I'm just kidding.
Hate to say it. I hate the bloopers. Like, I was playing this level, I was like making it, I was like, these suck.
Why did I do this? Fuck. I just hate that in water there's like drift.
Yes. And it was cool seeing how the different fish operated. That sounds weird to say, but the green fish just go left. The red fish go back and forth. Just like the green Koopas will only ever go left, and red Koopas stay on their platforms. So it's just like an interesting trying to figure out the enemies when making the levels was kind of fun to kind of understand the gaming mechanics a little bit more. And yes, that pipe does spawn endless bloopers. I don't know why I did that.
Is there a fire flower in this one as well?
Yes.
I see it.
Oh man.
So the redfish don't go up or down, they just
go side to side. And they kind of stay on a fixed track, if that makes sense. The green just go totally to the left and never turn around.
What? Like, get off of it!
The underwater section took me a while to make, because there are a lot of enemies, but I was trying to make it seem like there was a clear path, if that makes sense, but still make it hard to attainable, but hard to achieve. I guess really is kind of the motto. I guess I tried to have with this level. That you kind of see the path you have to take. It's just taking it's kind of hard sometimes, depending on the bloopers specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is also what made me think of adding more enemies to the Mario Maker game. Is there's a really cool enemy in Mario World that kind of, when it's underwater, it just spews like a barrage of fireballs up, and then they fall down. So, and I wanted to have that in this level because I just thought that was a really cool enemy to have that's on the ground as compared to having tubes or bloopers and stuff swimming around. It was just something that's kind of stationary on the ground. But they didn't have it, so I was like, well, I kind of want some kind of element that's shooting something at you, and the Piranha Plants kind of fit the bill, so. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going.
You.
Fuck baby.
You. Oh
Good
my god,
work,
those fish
dude.
right at the end. You piece of shit. I was like, in my head, I was like, Justin's gonna do something with one of these levels, and there hasn't been one yet where I don't think there's been one where you had something at the end that could, like, right at the last second kill you.
Well, the Desert Storm one had all the Bullet Bills at the end.
Technically, yeah.
And this one had those fish.
That's the kind of thing I was talking about.
Can I show you something cool about that level? You'll love it. You'll love it. Now this is what I was talking about with the taking the coin path, and having them kind of suggest the path for the player. That way I kind of know which way. Okay, well I just suggesting a pathway so that way they kind of go the way that the maker kind of wants them to go. And what I did here, well, if I can get to it, it's in this first section. I had a lot of fun with this level. This was... So you can either take Yoshi here, and if you can't survive with Yoshi, which I can't. This little feather here. Don't die, don't die. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. Ready for this?
I was gonna say you're gonna go up, yeah.
So that was the trick I put in there.
Gotcha.
I wish I could have done that first try. But anyway, that was like something where I was like, well, you know, if you keep you can also get up there with Yoshi. So if you hold Yoshi the whole time, and I had the coins there to suggest go in the pipe, and the arrow go in the pipe.
I'm guessing that's how this guy did it. He did it in a minute 12, so he probably found the...
Probably. Yeah.
Very cool.
I wish you could watch how people beat your level, and like go in and... So, alright.
It's all the way up.
Yep. So, Snakes in Heaven, Desert Storm, Into the Wilderness, Switching Underground. We played all 4 of those. This one, I just tweaked last night, actually.
Oh, great.
I was playing it, dude, and I had a lot of trouble beating it. And I was like, you can't beat this level. And like, he was like, you have to beat this at one point in time, or you can't beat the level at the end. And I was like, that's kind of dumb. So I took out something at the end to make it a little easier. I'm not kidding you. I don't know why. This is undoubtedly the hardest level I may ever make. Like this is worlds harder than the other levels in the game for many, many reasons. But, and I'm not saying that in like, you know, like I've played this so many times trying to beat it myself when I was making it and had so much trouble. So that's just why I think it's the hardest. There's no checkpoint. It's really just a gauntlet. And this is in the new theme, Mario Brothers, or Super Mario 3D World. This is just a gauntlet of various Mario challenges. The only enemies in this level are the Boos, and there's only a handful of Koopas, one of which is immensely helpful, but not necessary. Oh, and there's a couple Goombas here at the beginning. So this one, the audio is very important. It goes 1, 2, 3, change.
It blanks.
Yeah, it blinks. So it's essentially like the red and blue blocks from the previous level, except there's no on and off switch. It's just you have to listen to it.
Is there something in this, or do I not need to get it?
No, it's just mushrooms. A mushroom in each one. So what's really important here are all the boos. There is... If you want me to kind of explain how to get through that section, you gotta... See, I have so many thoughts to tell you, but the look both ways is, like, kind of important because when you're looking at the boos, obviously, as you know, they don't come after you. But when you're going the other way, they will come after you.
Right.
So it's very important which way you're facing this entire level. And wall jumping is pivotal in this level. As you can see at the beginning, and those blue cylinders that are just past that, the best way to do it is wall jumping, but you have to work on the timing. I really wanted to break up this level and the on and off switch level because I thought if anything, those would be the most similar to each other. And I didn't want those to kind of be repetitive for you. I kind of wanted them to be separate experiences. But I think I made this level before you said that you wanted to do a video, I think. And if not, it was maybe right after. And I was like, oh, I'll try and whip something up in 3D World. This is the level I used to kind of experiment with the 3D World elements, and I absolutely love it. There's a lot of really cool stuff. I hope they make a whole like Nintendo game with this theme, or Mario Nintendo game. You can just run now. You can just keep going. Just don't get. So if you want to just run through that and take a hit, you can do that.
Okay.
There is a way to get through it without taking a hit, but I have to say, and this was up to last night, I could not beat this entire level yet without taking a hit.
Okay. Fuck.
So that's a challenge to you. If you can do that, by all means, that would be incredible.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
That'd be so cool. But no, I've gotten all the way up to the last enemy, and I took a hit from the last enemy when I played this level last night. Also, his special move in this game is a twirl. Now, it operates differently than the new Super Mario Bros. One does. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but
it flutters, right?
It flutters, but when you flutter, he keeps going, and you can't go as far, but you descend slower, if that makes sense. So it's very much different, but offers similar outcomes as New Super Mario Bros., if that makes any sense at all. In those blue pillars there that you saw, where the boos are, the easiest way to traverse that is by wall jumping.
Okay.
And the trick with that is, obviously you can wall jump, but the real challenge with that part is actually wall jumping before the blocks are even there.
Right.
Because basically there's 4 pillars there, and with those 4 pillars, it is like barely possible with the time that the game gives you with the blinking to actually get through there before they go away by wall jumping and without taking a hit. So you can just walk through that and take a hit if you want. That's probably the easiest way to do it. But if you want to keep your mushroom, you can wall jump, but you have to do it early. And
fuck.
And it's hard. It really is a challenging section there, but it kind of has you jump in head first. Another cool thing about Mario in this theme, it's not of importance in this level. I didn't build the level with this in mind, but you can do a long jump, just like in like Mario Odyssey or Mario Galaxy,
like
or
when
Mario
you
64.
Like
if you are just sprinting and just without jumping, do the flutter jump button until the right trigger, you'll do a long jump, and it's actually quite cool. Now, like I said, there's not enough really like space for it to really kind of be effective in this level necessarily. But if you're just running and press the trigger, he'll do like a long jump, which is just cool because I've been saying for a while that I really want them to implement some more of the 3D Mario game moves into 2D.
Yeah.
Like long jump and, well, they already implemented triple jump, but all that stuff I just think is really cool. And I just love that because it kind of just helps pinpoint your jumps a little bit. And that's why I think it's important for the boos. Now, with that section, like with some of the challenges in the other levels, once you figure it out, you'll be good. But it's essentially like the checkpoint without having a flag there. That's like, once you get past that part of the level, it's like a little easier, but it kind of eases you into what's to come. as like the core gimmicks of the boos being a pain in the butt and trying to traverse between the blocks that are always changing.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I found that I was playing a level in the story mode for Mario Maker 2, and they had a level with these blocks underground in 3D World, and I was like, oh, that's super cool. And this is the only theme in the game that has these blinking blocks. There's on and off blocks and all the other ones, but this has blinking blocks. So I thought, if I'm going to do a 3D level for Spencer, may as well try and use some of the exclusive features in it.
Right.
And so, although compared to the other themes in the game, this has the smallest amount of tools in it. Only like a couple of power-ups, only a fire flower, and the cat suit. It's alright.
Fuck. I just don't know how I'm gonna get through these fucking boos over here.
That's the idea.
I don't know how, but I don't know how to get through
So,
there.
what you want to do,
I have to wait for him to be blinking.
yes. So, as soon as you get over there, turn left, so they start coming at you. Then get away from the blocks a little bit. Jump off the Koopa's head through maybe two boos up. Flutter, so you do a nice slow jump in between them, and just land on the bottom left blue block. Does that make any sense? Probably not, but I can explain further when you get there. If you kite them away just a little bit, you'll have just a little bit more space to jump through them, if that makes sense, because they all kind of move down. So you can kind of jump through. It's hard to describe, but that's what I found to be the easiest. This one I was just really trying to make like one of the hardest courses I possibly could, and this is just kind of what.
Well, you succeeded.
I try to keep it. Well, I'll tell you. I'll explain when we get to the end. But
Fuck me every fucking time. Oh my fuck!
and I was like, it'd be really cool to try and jump quickly and wall jump quickly while it's blinking to make sure you're doing it like as quickly as possible. And I know you're doing the wall jump and you're very good at wall jumping. So I was like, it would be cool to challenge your wall jumping skills while trying not to get too high, because if you get too high, then the boos will hit you. But you can obviously kite them away as you're doing, and that's also a totally valid tactic. Jump. Perfect! Now look back and forth quickly. And
While also remembering to jump.
Fuck! But that's exactly what I was telling you to do. Kite them away just a little bit, so creating a gap, and then jumping. There you go. See, you're getting it. You're getting it. That was awesome. That was a huge breakthrough. That aren't overly ridiculously frustrating. So, I'm really.
Fuck! I hate the switching blocks! So that would be my feedback. Oh my fucking god. Every goddamn time I forget! Alright, well. We stopped the capture, restarted it, and... Or at least so I thought, because I didn't restart the video capture, so Justin actually completed the level, and it's gone now. So... If you want to try and do it again,
Sure, I'll try it again.
all right. But yeah, so we had to stop it because I didn't want it to crash, and then I forgot to restart the actual video. So we'll see if Justin can quickly beat it, like he did. It literally took him 2 tries, and he had it. So. And at this rate, I feel like you're going to do it probably first try, because you were able to do it so well. Your second go. Oh my god.
I just felt like an idiot. Oh, well.
Alright, well, what I was getting at then is that I thought that this was his best put together level. Even if you don't even see the end of it, it's definitely the one that impressed me the most, even though it was super fucking hard. But definitely the hardest one, for a fact. But a very cool level. Really well done.
Thank you. It took quite a bit of time to put together. But love playing this game, so.
So after this run, that'll do it for Mario Maker for now. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you want to see Justin maybe make some more levels, or if you want to see just like us play through some other created levels, let us know.
Or submit levels if you.
Yeah. Also, let us know which one you thought looked, like the most fun, which one you thought was the one that would also give you nightmares. Unreal. And yeah, most importantly, just leave a like, leave a comment, let me know if you want to see more Mario Maker action. I'd be down to keep playing it. And yeah, even if you grab some levels that you think, or if you, I totally was forgetting about like the whole story mode thing. So even if you like,
no, oh man, I suck.
Well, there you go. That was it.
No, it is.
But yeah, so like I said, you know,
Yeah.
like my skill level at
Yeah,
this point.
I'd
so
love
if you
to-
grab some that are like,
I'd love to bring
at
more
that
levels
level.
that I find that online that are just super unique. I know you've already played a couple that you really liked, different concepts and stuff. So if I see anything that's just really stand out, or I'll bring it back and we'll play through it. And it's always fun. I'm always game for Mario. It's always fun.
and if you guys have Mario Maker, go ahead and play some of Justin's levels and
So,
see
give
how
it a
you
go.
can do it, and let me know how much better you are than me. And then other than that, I think that really
It wraps it up.
does it, yeah. So, like I said, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I post new videos every Monday and Thursday at noon, and I will see you guys in the next video.
See you guys.